What is going on, YouTube? Try here bringing you yet another Modern Warfare 3 commentary on my channel. So in this game, I'm playing some drop zone on the map Seatown, and my loadout was AK-47 silencer, extended mags, and an MP9 silencer. Usual class setup, comfortable. But I changed up my perks because I didn't really know what I was doing. I just wanted to try out some new stuff. So I don't even know. I'm pretty sure I'm running a Recon Pro, Hardline Pro, and maybe Stalker Pro. So that's not my usual setup. I'll usually carry Blind Eye, Assassin, Sleight of Hand, whatever helps me. And in this commentary, I do get the MOAB. It's a flawless 29-0 MOAB. So it's pretty cool because I used a whole bunch of different guns. I didn't mainly stick to my primary because, of course, I didn't have Scavenger, so I only had maybe 90 bullets with the extended mags and 96 or whatever in the MP9. So not that much ammo, pretty limited ammo. So I pick a lot of guns up from the ground. I use, I think, a PP90 and a P90. I'm not sure if those are out of order, forgive me, but yeah, it's mostly rushing, so it's pretty entertaining gameplay. And since I've already talked about how to get a MOAB in Modern Warfare 3, I'm going to give you guys, a funny topic, a funny story, so you guys can be entertained as well. So, the story I'm going to be telling you guys today is the story of the Penguin High-5. So, pretty much what the Penguin High-5 is like a high-five with a really weird hand motion, which I'll describe in a little bit. So, pretty much, I was on a trip to San Diego last year with my orchestra class at my high school. And we were going to various places, but the main place was SeaWorld, so there was a friend of mine now who I was not very close with before then, but we really bonded over the trip, and his name's Colin. So what happened was there was this fly. We were riding the bus together, and this fly buzzes in front of my face. And so naturally, what else you gotta do when a fly buzzes in front of your face except swat at it, But I did the most freaky deaky, like crazy fly swat you've ever seen. And it was like a wave, like it was the weirdest thing you like ever. And my friend Colin, he just bursts out laughing, and I had no idea why originally. And I'm like, dude, what's so funny? And he just like imitates the hand motion, and I realized how ridiculous it looked after that. And I had a pretty good laugh too, and it became one of our inside jokes now. We do that all the time, and it's pretty funny. So later, we ended up going to SeaWorld in the trip because, that was the main thing of it. I think we did that either the second to last day or the last day, I'm not sure. But anyway, so Colin and I, we met these penguin people, like, not like the people in the theme parks who dress up in the suits and everything, for like comical reasons, and like walk around, hug kids, take pictures, stuff like that. Colin and I, we encountered some penguins, and so it was pretty funny. And so Colin, he goes up to them, and he's like, Josh, take my phone. We got to record this. And I'm like, all right. And he goes up with the penguins, and he starts dancing around, having a good time with them. And I'm recording it, I'm laughing. And then he teaches them the high-five move. And he's like, you guys got to do this, come on. And they're like agreeing with him, like, okay. And so they all do it at the same time, and it was the funniest thing. And like pretty much the whole trip, that was the whole joke, and no one understood it but us. And we started trying to explain it to other people, but they didn't really get it. It was kind of a crazy thing to explain, like how it went from being fly swatting to penguins to a dance. It's pretty crazy, the concept of that. And there's a lot of other funny moments on that trip. I remember one. We were in this store, and we were just like looking at everything, and this lady yells at us, and so one of my other friends just throws a penny at the lady at the counter because we assumed she was Jewish. No disrespect, but he assumed she was Jewish, so he just threw a penny at her, and he just like, run, and we all started running. And so that was one of the funny moments. I don't really have a good explanation for that one, but one more moment was we were riding on a tour bus when we went to the San Diego Zoo. And if you don't know how big the San Diego Zoo is, the San Diego Zoo is huge. They have like 25 exhibits, lots of stuff to do in there, and it's pretty fun to go there. So that's one of the main parts I enjoyed in the trip. They have a lot of gift shops, and they're not even that pricey. So I picked up a few things there, souvenirs for my family and stuff. And it was pretty nice. But we were riding a tour bus, me, this one dude, Colin, and this one chick. And so pretty much what happened was one of my friends there's multiple tour buses with different routes all along the zoo. And so we were in one, and they're pretty high up, and so we were talking above everyone, and we were asking people on the ground and in the other tour buses and everywhere. We were just like, "How was your experience?" And some of them would answer back with like a good, or like give us the bird or something like that, and it was pretty funny. But one of the people, they didn't answer, and my friend Duncan, I don't know why he did it, but he just shouts, "I don't love you." And that must have been one of the funniest things, because that became an inside joke as well. We would just go to everybody, and he wouldn't even hesitate after the first couple of times. It would just be like, "How was your experience?" And before they even got it out of their mouth, he'd just shout that he didn't love them. And that was the funniest thing. I still tell Duncan in the hallways at school, because we don't have any class together. He's a senior. But we see each other around, and we always tell each other we don't love ourselves. So it's a pretty funny story there. And there's more. I have more funny stories to come, guys. So for the end of this commentary, I'm just going to start commentating on the gameplay from this point. So pretty much, this is the part where I pick up the PP90. I don't know how many kills I am off, maybe 6 or 7. But I find myself in the next drop zone in about 3 seconds here, right when this comes. And I'm just like, "Oh crap, I got to get the heck out of here." After I saw it, or no, it's actually later on, my bad. So this is the part where I'm rushing. I'm like, okay, I'm getting pretty close now. I see that there's about 2.5 minutes left, and I gotta start rushing, or else I'm gonna lose. So I start rushing, I'm looking for anybody I can. I see that my teammates are killing them over and over again, anything, and every single time I go for a guy, they kill him. I'm like, God dang it. And the enemy's score just keeps rising. It hits 7,000 here, so they only need about 1,000 more points to win the game, and it's still going up. So I was a little frightened that we might lose the game before the time limit was even a problem. But I just, kept on rushing. I tried to stay away from the drop zones, but also tried to find some people. And like I said, I ended up in the enemy spawn a couple of times. It was pretty creepy. I would just run in there and be right next to one of their guys and just freak out and be like, "Oh crap." So here's the part. I'm running backwards here. I'm like, "Oh crap, I'm in the drop zone. I gotta go hide in this house." And this is actually the part where I get the majority of the kills, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get the MOAB pretty soon. So this is where I start finding people. I don't know if there was 2 or 3, but I killed 2 of them at least in this spawn right here. They literally spawned right on top of the drop zone, and that scared me. I just started spraying them. I was nervous. I was like, "Bah, bah, 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 bah." I was not expecting to get the MOAB. I had this random gun, and here's one here, and there's another there. I was surprised. I'm like, where did he come from? So I kind of had to look back and see him run right past me. My teammates were scaring me. They were jumping in. I'm like, "Guys, get out of my way." And then I realized that we only had a minute left, and I was maybe 2 or 3 kills off. Actually, I was 1 kill off at this point, so I was trying to rush in there, spray at anything I could find, and of course nothing. And I come around the side here, and just my luck, I see a guy creeping around the corner, and I pick up the MOAB. So that was my first ever drop zone MOAB. I think the majority of the time I rushed. But however, I checked the score, and it looked like we were down by at least 1,000 with less than a minute to go. So I'm like, you know what, I already got the MOAB, we might as well just sprint to the drop zone and try to win the game, because no one wants to see a loss, and even though I got the MOAB, no one wants to see a loss. So I sprint over there, I say, "Hey, we have about 30 more seconds, let's see if we can win it right here." And surely enough, I got 4 teammates in here, and I don't know how we managed to get 4 guys in here so quickly, but you can just see our score escalate to 7,500 in a matter of 10 seconds, and we win the game. So thank you guys for watching this commentary. I hope you were entertained by the story. I have a lot more funny stories to come, and I'll see you guys next time.
So much hate, I need a AK. Now we out in Perry.